Nice. Bro, Mark. Oh, he's low, push him. Push his side.
I already killed him.
He did not.
Yes, I did.
They only showed the damage you
I
did.
know. Where's he at? He's running though. Where the fuck did he go? Oh my god, that's what I hate about sniping. This kid just fucking left.
You didn't kill him, I believe.
Oh my god. I'll be careful too, dude.
You're like low on max, Mark. Don't push.
See, I got my kill.
You actually killed him left hand or right hand, Mark.
I killed both of mine.
Like what hands did you use like first?
My left.
Like that's how everything really.
It's not bad.
We should like do that. We should, like,
What the fuck are you on? Yeah, I like when I don't get I don't know why. It's just there's snow, there's hoes, there's bros, there's bros, there's A-Bros.
like bro, Omar, if you could go back in time, like at any season, well, wait for you. If you could go back in time at any season, what would it be? Huh? Huh?
Anything.
Chapter what?
What?
Are they like still there or not? Alright.
Wow, bro, I'm back up.
I almost had it.
Some generic movies, bro. I gotta hear something like really cool, bro.
Wait.
Because of this, I was also the world's first dual bloodline holder. Today was my 20th birthday. After 10 p.m., I would undergo my second awakening as an immortal. During the day while shopping with my father, he told me many precautions for the awakening. I committed every word to memory, but even with full preparation. When father, he told me many precautions for the awakening. I committed every word to memory, but even with the day while shopping with my father, he told me many precautions for the awakening. I committed
My mom, she came in.
What?
My mom, she came in my home.
Why?
And there's like shit on the door, bro. Not like actually shit, but like I don't know, the door got dirty or something. Not how it came.
every word to memory, but even with full preparation. When I fell, I still couldn't endure this agony, this feeling of thousands of sharp blades cutting across my body. I had experienced it 2 years ago as well. I vaguely remembered it was when I first awakened as a transformer, although my body underwent tremendous changes after awakening. During the awakening process, all my body hair kept falling out. Blood gushed from my mouth like it was free, and my muscles felt completely torn. So much so that when my mother came to check on me, I asked her if this kind of awakening would happen again. Only after she confirmed it wouldn't did I breathe a sigh of relief, because I really didn't want to experience this pain again. But things didn't go as I wished. This agony replayed itself on my body today. I could only grit my teeth and endure. The scene shifted to the next day. I had completed my awakening. Looking at myself in the mirror, I felt the changes. First, my appearance hadn't changed at all. The pain hadn't decreased in the slightest either. But my auditory system became extremely sharp. The slightest sound could be amplified countless times. I skillfully used telekinesis to slowly control my body. After all, I had practiced many times when becoming a transformer. As the sounds in my ears gradually disappeared, I realized that I should now be considered a true immortal. But could I hide this secret? Just as I stared at the mirror and thought, my mom's voice calling me for breakfast came through. I responded and walked out of my room, looking at the table full of abundant, delicious food before me. Could you believe this was just our breakfast? With my mother's appetite of being able to eat half a rice cooker's worth of rice in one sitting, my father had never suspected she possessed the
Did you ready up?
Yes. You did not ready up.
Ready up?
Former bloodline. During the meal, my father suddenly mentioned wanting me to take the civil service exam because most immortals worked for the authorities. Before I could speak, my mother refused my father's suggestion on the grounds that I still needed to attend university because she hoped I could enter a transformer enterprise after graduating from college to receive professional training from the clan. So for my future development, the two of them, unaware of each other's true identities, disagreed for the first time. I couldn't imagine what scenario would unfold if these two supreme beings clashed, so I quickly stated that I wanted to become a Marine. As soon as I finished speaking, my mother smiled and reminded me that this wasn't a well-thought-out statement. Sensing the killing intent she was releasing at me intentionally or unintentionally, I was so frightened I became incoherent. Fortunately, my father helped me out at this moment. He said being a soldier was pretty good, and even suggested I attend military school before enlisting. This way, it would satisfy Mom's wish for me to attend school, and attending military would also help the future military service. Finally, he told me to take the civil service exam before going to school, and after the exam to help me fulfill my appointments after the military.
Where you wanna land? Hello?
Omar, can you hear me?
No, bro, I can't.
Yeah. Something.
Advance have bonus point policies for military school entrance exams. Hearing my father arranged this display, I had to give him massive credit for this three-word, one-stone method like Mom's teachers. However, my father said the civil service exam wasn't that easy. He had a friend in Russia who ran a cram school and told me to go study there on weekends. I readily accepted.
Yo, this reminds me of this spot in chapter 5.
What spot?
What got the game in it?
Well, like, well, was it like a medallion? Oh, I think I know what you're talking about. It's like one thriller, right? One thriller, 20 to Tiger. It was sort of like 20 to Tiger is like showing like the grapple blade, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. There's just like the what's it called? On top. How did I not kill this guy?
Come here. What are you doing? It's your thing.
Where is he? Oh my god, here. Like, he just like jump scared me. I need a kill. Bad.
Why do you need it?
I got him. I'm stuck. Oh my god. One guy right here. Me? Oh, this is running away from me, Omar.
Hoje ninguém vai estragar meu dia. Avisa, ela pode falar que eu cheguei.
You know if you like to go fast enough, like, or,
Good stuff comes from the underground. Like,
oh my god.
What is happening?
I just got food. I just got fun no more. Help me.
I'm back. Oh, we're dead, bro. I'm not so sure we're dead,
I finally arrived at the cram location my father mentioned. The mother was responsible for tutoring me. When this teacher saw me, he asked with a puzzled face why I, an immortal, was covered in folds of muscles. I told him it was due to being mixed blood. He told me with a serious face that it was impossible. The immortal bloodline was very pure, because my father isn't an ordinary person. Of course, I couldn't tell him my mother's bloodline was very pure. Then this teacher led me up the mountain. After arriving at the training grounds, I suddenly felt this didn't look like a playing school at all. At this point, the teacher asked me if I was alive. I told him I cut my arm with a knife, but the wound healed quickly. He took a small stick and randomly scribbled on the ground, then asked me what the principle of movement was. I said I didn't. But he told me to remember that immortals could improve their healing ability by training physical. Why are there so I told him I understood all this. But what puzzled me was what did this immortal knowledge and running on daggers stuck in the ground have to do with me? Didn't I come for intensive tutoring to pass the civil service exam? Why weren't you teaching me exam content? After hearing my words, this teacher was also confused. He said, weren't you signing up for the Immortal Special Forces exam? This is the exam content. If you want to learn, learn. If not, you can leave immediately. I instantly realized I'd probably been tricked by my own father. But only by passing this exam could I do what I wanted. I claimed I could do anything from study. To prevent me from ruining my clothes, this exam could I do what I wanted. I could only find the limit to study. To prevent my clothes, the teacher specially brought me a pair of flowers shorts. Go back more. Oh, wait, come back. Come back, please,
Once upon a time, there was a big black guy in this town. His PP was hard as a rock, and then I was, yeah, that was.
Looking at these daggers stuck in the ground, I tried hard to console myself that I had to take the exam anyway. It's just that the written test had been replaced with a practical project. I closed my eyes, took a deep breath, then charged toward the dagger array, with the squelching sound of blades entering flesh and waves of screams. By the time I reached the end, both my feet were a bloody mess. I collapsed powerlessly on the ground and shouted loudly that I couldn't go on. Just give me a quick end. At this point, the teacher walked up to me and said, "Stop pretending. You deliberately avoided several of the blades in the middle, didn't you? Pretty good motor nerves." Then he looked at my legs that had almost healed. "Your healing ability is quite impressive too. Kid, next time you can't dodge anymore. You need to step on them more times to make the wounds bigger. Ideally break your legs." Listening to what he said, I lamented that this man was truly a lunatic.
It's fucking surfing, bro. Romantic, da 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 da. Bro, Mark,
Yo,
why did Lil Nas X turn gay? Why did Lil Nas X turn gay? I do. It's a fucking bot. Like, I didn't have no fucking shotguns. Guys, that's actually trash. Where are you? Oh, there you go. It's actually trash. Like, he's a bot. Like, I died. Like, did they improve the bots this season? Like, why? I like it. No, like the guy that killed me was.
He gradually noticed something wrong. Later ray training was supposed to make individuals pass out through pain, thereby increasing the pain threshold. With this intensity, I should have been down long ago. He then stopped my dance with blade tips, asking me if I couldn't feel pain, and why hadn't I passed out from pain yet? How could it not hurt? Couldn't he see I was crying out for my mother? But I couldn't explain to him that I also possessed Transformer bloodline, and the physically robust Transformers would never pass out from such minor injuries. So I asked him if there was another way to for a moment and asked me how many seconds I needed to run 50 meters. I told him 6 seconds. This blade array was 50 meters long. He said as long as I could finish running it within 6 seconds, I'd pass this training. Hearing this, I smiled. The 6 seconds I mentioned for 50 meters was in my normal state, although running on blade tips hurt if I blocked out my perception and fully unleashed the Transformer's physical strength. I would definitely finish within 6 seconds. I took a quick step and ran out, then sprinted all the way to quickly finish those 50 meters. But when I asked the teacher if I exceeded 6 seconds, he told me to do it again because he forgot to time me.
Shopify provides a platform that helps entrepreneurs get started down the path they want. Sometimes starting a business can be scary.
Here I go. I couldn't help letting out a curse, and the break.
I needed some with some bop in. Let's go.